I'm with Skylar Herndon today, and it's finished work roofing. And what does it mean? Finished work. And that's what this guy does. It's unbelievable what I have seen, what I'm learning, and there's so much to learn about the roofing business. Skylar, tell me a little bit about what you do and why is it so important for someone to have a roof on their house?
Well, we specialize in high-end roofing. We have a second company that fabricates metal for ourselves and other contractors. With these roofs, and in this one in particular, there's no amount of money that's spared on the painting, the trim work. Everything inside there is very high-end. Whenever the roof is complete, we want it to look aesthetically beautiful, and we also want it to function properly. And so that's part of the thing that we do as a company, is focus on the little details, make sure that everything's buttoned up tight, and that whenever it's done, the homeowner's happy, it's not leaking, and that we can fly a drone over it, take pictures from every angle, and that it looks the way that we want it to look.
You know, Skylar, what we're building here today has got to go through generations. And so many times a roof, they say, oh, it's got a 10-year warranty or a 20-year warranty, and I wanted something a little bit better. Why don't you tell us all a little bit about what we're producing here and how we're doing it, and the shapes and the size?
You know, that's just one of the things that we kind of have to our advantage, is to have two shops that have all these different machines, to where whenever these guys actually need an adjustment that's made or any kind of custom flashing or piece of metal, we just zip it over to our shop and they make the adjustments that we need. And so on this particular project, it's so unique because, you know, you have stucco that goes around. At the base of that stucco, there's flashing. That was one of the first things that we installed. And so we custom made this flashing that went up underneath the stucco, and then the stucco was applied on top of that. Now, you also have multiple different types of roofing systems here. You've got, you know, your standard standing seam metal roof. And then we've also got, on these curves right here, it's a radius standing seam, which that takes a special machine. It's called a radius machine. And then we've also got, as you can see here, the diamond, the steel diamond. And then what you don't see is that you're also going to have diamond copper. And it's going to be coated so that it keeps that copper look, and it's shiny and it's beautiful.
Skylar, as you know, one of our signature pieces, and it's an iconic dome that's been around for a long time, and we brought it to San Antonio. And we want people to know where we are and who we are. But you know, the hard part is, Skylar, how are you going to make that honestly look the way we envision it to be?
Well, I'll tell you, Dick, you've got quite an eye. And you know, this is something that we're doing as a result of your vision. You have all these different buildings for Mission Park that are right next to the major highways. And you have these beautiful domes. And we're gonna actually put copper diamond, and they're gonna vary in size. Some of them are 12 inches, some of them are 16 inches, but they're gonna go up and they're gonna be coated with this material that allows it to keep that shiny copper look instead of patining and turning black and greenish. And so, you know, everybody driving 1604, I-10, 281, and your other projects that you have coming up, this is about to be something that everybody's going to be talking about, and everybody's going to notice and see, because you're going to be able to see that copper from miles away.
Anyway, that being said, each of those tiles, Skylar, are handmade one at a time.
Yep.
And then they're placed there by your craftsmen one at a time, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, more than just that. They're created out of flat sheets of copper. And so each one of these diamond pieces, they're cut by our fabricators, and then they're set to the side, and then they're coated with the material front and back. And then they're left to cure. Then they're coated again and left to cure. Then they're coated again. And they put into an oven for a baking process, and then they're brought out on site. Now, in order to install these properly without having fingerprints all over them, we have to make sure that we control the quality, and all of our guys have to wear gloves. And so we're making sure that we're taking care of the copper, and that it goes up and it looks beautiful and that it lasts.
Well, I'm very proud to be your friend, and I appreciate the relationship and what y'all have done for our family, you know, and bless you for getting this life center for so many families that we'll serve through it, and it's something that we can pass on to our children, as you say.
Absolutely. We're very proud.
Thank you very much, Skylar.
Thank you as
Finished
well.
Work Roofing. At Mission Park and Mission Park Cares, we'd like to bring you more programming each and every week.
Yes, just subscribe here or catch us every Sunday morning on Fox 29.
And remember, at Mission Park, it's our mission to care.